Hi, I'm Tom Riley. I run a business called Tiny Keg Can Company, and we provide mobile canning services to wineries and other beverage producers all around the Western Cape. The trend of wine in cans is far more established in other markets. So I think there's a massive export opportunity for South African wineries, and I think it's completely incremental to what they're currently putting in glass. So it's extra volume which hasn't existed before, and serving markets which South African wineries were not able to access before. The COVID-19 and the alcohol lockdown, the prohibition in South Africa, had a massive impact, obviously, on all alcohol producers. We were quite fortunate, I think, in Tiny Keg in that the export markets for wine remained there and remain unchanged, and so all our production shifted really to wineries that were looking to produce for export. Canning helps wineries with exports in a number of ways. I think our model speaks to flexibility. We speak to small batches, and all of those things protect cash flow, which in a post-COVID world is very important to do. Then the export itself, you're exporting into a growing and into a less contested market on a producer side. And then the can itself as a package is that much easier to export. It's that much lighter. It takes up less space in a pallet, where there's no space taken up with air as there would be when you're shipping bottles. So they're more efficient to move, and new markets that exist internationally. The lockdown drove was obviously a looking solely to export markets, and I think then also an understanding that consumers in those markets are changing, trends in those markets are changing, and that canning is a far larger part of that trend than has typically been the case in South Africa in the past. So absolutely, there's an opportunity here to join a global trend. The prediction from 2 years ago, there was virtually no wine in cans, even in America, and the prediction is 10% of wine in the US will be consumed out of a can within the next 5 years. So that is just monumental growth within a wine industry which historically has struggled to find any new areas of growth and to find new consumers. So there's a real opportunity here for South African wineries to service those consumers globally, but also to understand that those trends, I think, will take hold among South African consumers. I think we'll keep following international trends. We saw a massive shift in the way consumers, particularly in the USA and in Europe and the UK, the way that they consumed. So consumption shifted from on-premise to at-home as a result of lockdowns. And then, the at-home consumption shifted from going to a store to buy yourself to, you're getting everything delivered direct from your brewery or from the distributor. But cans really speak to the online home delivery model. I think what happened with COVID-19 in those markets is such a dramatic shift to their consumers. Craft beer in cans in the US went from something like 20% of volume to over 50% of volume over the course of a month. So that is such a dramatic shift in such a big market. And I think the trends or the behaviors that were established during the lockdowns are going to continue. Those consumers are going to continue wanting to consume the product that way and to buy it that way. The fact that we're doing something new means that these kind of disruptions, I think will still have an impact or still potentially benefit us for a little while to come.